What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for being here today. We're going to go through our watch list for Tuesday, October 18th. If you're new, like I said, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, then welcome back to you guys. I'm glad and appreciative that each and every one of you are here to watch this and to learn and to grow in your trading, become more profitable and more consistent. And I've started to say this: if you give this stuff 6 months to a year of honest learning and trying and going through the process of knowing what the strat is and how it actually works, you're going to become a successful trader. Now, you're not going to win 100% of your trades, but you will become a profitable, consistent trader. I want to go through a couple things here before we get started. The first thing, I'm going to do a giveaway. I mentioned it in the weekly swing video, and I know a lot of you guys don't watch the swing videos, but if you do, then you already know what the contest is. If you don't know what the contest is, I will mention it at the end of this video, okay? So wait until the end. We'll talk about it. I'm giving some stuff away for free for you guys, and it's very, very simple for you guys to get into the opportunity to win that. So the other thing I want to talk about is this platform. This screen that you see is TradingView. So this is how I chart all of my setups. It's called TradingView. And if you're looking for something like this, or you've never used TradingView, if you go down below, there's a link in the description. So that link for TradingView, it's under the TradingView header, will give you a free 30-day trial to their subscription-based services. So you get to try out TradingView free for 30 days, no obligations. And then if you decide to actually use their paid service, you get up to $30 off of that subscription. Up to $30, again, depending on which subscription service you choose. But you need to start by clicking on that link down below and going and getting that done. I'm on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. I also have my own Discord, Griswold Trading. That link is in the description below as well. And within that Discord, guys, I have everything that I offer for free or fee-based is in that Discord. So there's a bunch of free rooms. There are also private rooms. The private rooms, in order to get into those, you need to join the Griswold Gold membership. It's really not that expensive. It's $50 a month. And with it comes the Griswold Strat indicator, which you'll see as we go through the video, and you've seen in my previous videos. The live trading bots for SPY and a separate room for the other tickers. A one-on-one with myself, group chats with myself and the other members in the room. You get the top 5 plays that I put out every single day for the dailies and the weeklies and the monthlies. So I put those out for the members as well. And there's a bunch of other stuff in there too, ad-free YouTube videos, watch lists. So go check it out. Like I said, everything that I offer you guys is in that Discord. And if you have questions about it, you can leave them down below or ask me on Twitter, okay? Because I do the one-on-one separately. I do the strat indicator separately. I do the trading bots, the live trading bots separately, or you can just get it as a package deal, which is a really great deal for you guys. So let's get started on this watch list. And let me tell you guys, if you walk out your front door, you're going to see an inside bar. We are full of inside bars for tomorrow, for Tuesday. There's inside bars, there's 3-1 setups, and there's double inside bars. I counted about, I'm going to say 8 double inside bar setups. And do those plays always work out? No. Are they magic beans? No. Does it create a really, really great opportunity for us? Yes, it does, because we have 2 straight days of consolidation. So let's get into this list, and then we'll go through it. As you guys know, if Neo's on this list, Neo's on the top 5. So I just gave you guys a top 5 play right off the bat. So Neo's got this 3-1 setup, outside bar, inside bar. And I just want to go back in time. There's a couple things with Neo that I want to go over. But first off, we're going to go back and see the last time we had a 3-1 setup on Neo. And we went on this ridiculous 3-day run. And I want to go back and find one more. And we're going to have to go all the way back to... where are we here? In April. So that's how rare this pattern is. So we had this outside bar, inside bar. Then we break the trigger and we hit target. So this, again, was a really good trade. I like to go back in time to show you guys about probabilities. Because yes, this setup is supposed to work really well. no, it doesn't work all the time, and that's what the probability is. And there's risk and probability. So there's no trade that's 100%, and there is no trade that has no risk. So, and I tell you guys that every time. If there's probability, there's risk. And as long as we manage that risk and do it properly, you guys are going to stay in this game a long time, and you're going to be very profitable doing it. So outside bar is a 3 bar. You see the candlestick numbers. That's part of the Strat indicator. Okay, and then this time frame continuity is part of that indicator. And the white bars and the yellow bars, marking them out, outside bar, inside bar, as well as yellow highlight, are all part of the Griswold Strat indicator. It's all the indicators wrapped into one. It also includes the 50% rule that Sarah Strat Sniper created. It has that as part of the indicator as well. So we have this 3-1 setup. And when we have inside bars, guys, and you see it's painted yellow here, an inside bar shows consolidation. Whether there's an outside bar there or not, it shows consolidation. So when we look at the inside bar and we see that it hasn't broken the high, it hasn't broken the low, it stays within the range of that previous candle, we see it's a tightening range. And when you see these yellow bars, I want you guys to think of a spring being tightened, compacted, loaded. And when you do that to a spring and let it go, it explodes into one direction or the other. And we already went back in time to look at that stuff. So NEO has a really great setup. The other thing that I really like about NEO right now is that we're at the bottom of this broadening formation. Okay, so if we zoom out of this, and this broadening formation is quite large. So it goes back all the way to, September 8th of 2020. And we've got these lower lows and these lower lows. And then you can see as we zoom in, it tagged again. And I'll zoom in to show you guys this, but you can see it tagged the lower lows and it went back up. It tagged the lower lows. What's it supposed to do next? It's probably supposed to go back up because that's what the broadening formations show us. So we have these lows to these highs, to these lows, to these highs, back to these lows. And so we look for that reversal, and we've got it set up right now with this 3-1 setup. Now, does it happen tomorrow? Who knows? But we have that setup sitting there for us. So we can look at calls at 12.64 or puts at 12.12. And when we mark our targets out, our targets are just the highs of the preceding wicks. Okay, so here and here. And we don't take this one. You can see there is a wick there, but we don't take that one because now we're going through this candle. I don't want to go through any candles. Like, I don't want to go through that candle. I just want to go here and here. Okay, see how I did that? If you need a little help with it, again, comment down below. I'll give you a hand. So again, we have our call targets marked to the top, put targets marked to the bottom. And let me give you this quick example, and then we'll start moving through these a little faster. When we're looking at calls on this stuff, so me personally, I'm taking my strikes. This is 12.64. The trigger, I'm taking my strike at $13. Okay, and then I'm taking a closest expiry. So for NEO, that'll be Friday. Some of you guys can take, 2 expiries out. That's fine. That's not how I do it. You're perfectly okay to do that though. But as for the strike prices, I would take as close to this trigger mark as you can. So $12.50, $12, anything like that. 13. I probably wouldn't go much higher than 13. But again, that's up to you guys. Next up, we're going to go through SPY. So again, I saw SPY trading inside bar today, and I made sure I told everybody, and might have been just in the private group, but I told everybody I was just going to sit out today. Because when SPY and all these tickers trade inside bars, we tend to get a lot of chop. So just a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down in these tight little ranges. And there's not a lot of action to make profitable trades. So I said right in the morning I wasn't going to be looking at anything, and I stepped away, and now I'm back. So, so what happened here, I marked these triggers out before the end of the day. So there was still half an hour left in this market when I sent these out. So SPY went on a little bit of a rundown there. And so for SPY, we have this inside bar. We also have a hammer candle. Both of those are actionable signals. Inside bars, hammer candles, and shooters or inverse hammers are all actionable signals. So we're going to look for calls on this thing at 367.98 or puts at 357.28, and you guys can mark your targets out accordingly to the tops of the wicks. Okay, we'll move on to plug, PLUG. So plug has a double inside bar, and I told you guys there were a ton of these. So 2 straight days of consolidation. You can see that blue highlight there. That's from the Griswold Strat indicator. Okay, it marks it out for us. And let's see if we can find the last time plug had a double inside bar. And I'm not going to do this for every double inside bar, but we had one right here. So let's zoom in and see what we had. And again, guys, if you missed it the first time, I am doing a giveaway. So wait till the end. I'll go over the details and I'll go over how you guys can get into the draw for the free giveaway. Okay, so we had this inside bar, we triggered, and we hit targets. It was a really nice trade on plug power. Okay, so probabilities tell us, yes, the double inside bars should work out well. But again, it's probabilities, and there is no 100% true setup that works every single time. Okay, so that's plug calls at 1910, puts at 1842. We're going to look for targets as they are marked out. CVX, double inside bar on CVX. Okay, so we're going to look for puts at 161.19, calls at 164.91. QQQ inside bar, calls at 270.24, puts at 266.74. Let's mark the target out for you guys on the top end there. XOP has a double inside bar, and I told you guys there are a ton of these. They're all over the place. So double inside bar, we're looking for calls at 142.98, puts at 139.31. These pink lines are our triggers to get out of the inside bar on the weekly. Okay, so that's on XOP. Guys, if you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and comment down below. Helps with the algorithms, helps to get this stuff out to as many people as we can. I want everybody in this community to grow, be profitable, and be consistent, and be able to do what you guys want to do and fulfill your dreams. Okay, inside bar on Apple, calls at 142.83, puts at 140.27. Amazon with an inside bar, calls at 114.10, puts at 110.09. KDP, Keurig Dr. Pepper inside bar, full time frame to the upside, but we do have a shooter candle. So calls at 38.01, puts at 37.55. AMD with the double inside bar. Nice setup. Calls at 58.51, puts at 57.10. Okay, tomorrow's either going to be really, really awesome or it's going to be super boring. And we're just going to tick below one way, and that's going to be it. So it'll be interesting to see how the market plays out on Tuesday. So calls at 303.21, puts at 299.98 on the DIA. That's the diamonds. Disney, inside bar on Disney. We can take calls at 97.97. That's double Connor McDavid if you guys follow hockey. And puts at 96.26. EW, Edwards Life Sciences, inside bar. We can take calls on this one at 85.76. Puts at 83.18. Fubo, double inside bar and a tight inside bar for the second one. Calls at 4.16, puts at $3.99 on Fubo. You guys can mark your targets out at the top of the preceding and the bottom inside bar. IWM inside bar, calls at 172.13, puts 170.11. Inside bars, I told you guys, you walk out your front door, you're going to see an inside bar. They're all over the place. So inside bar on Coke with a shooter candle. So that's telling me that the probabilities of this going down are quite high. So we can take puts at 55.57 or calls at 56.22. Morgan Stanley with the double inside bar. So calls on MS at 78.24, puts at 76.33. I don't know how I'm going to pick a top 5 out of this, guys. Neo and SPY, like I said, will be on there for sure, but she's going to be tough. Double inside bar on MU, calls at 54.99, puts at 52.85. Nike inside bar, calls 90.69, puts 88.70, and we've got the inside bar on the weekly as well. We're looking to break out of that, so look for a continuation from the day to the week as we move forward. Inside bar on PayPal, calls 84.72, puts 82.63. XOM, that's Exxon Mobil, double inside bar. We have a shooter candle, puts at $100.50, calls 101.97. We do have the trigger to the upside on Exxon for the weekly, and there's also a trigger on the downside, so we're sitting inside bar there as well. Starbucks sitting inside bar on the weekly, identified by the two pink lines. We are also inside bar on the day, so we're going to look for calls at 89.22, puts at 87.81. 3-1 setup on AFRM with a shooter candle inside bar. We'll look for puts at 18.08, calls at 19.18. And let's move this target down here so we have a target on the bottom as well. That's AFRM. BIDU has an inside bar shooter candle, so puts at 101.42, calls at 103.87. AFRM 3-1 setup shooter candle inside bar, puts at 18.08, calls at 19.18. Inside bar shooter candle on BIDU, so we'll look for puts at 101.42, calls at 103.87. And all of these plays, guys, most of them anyways, the majority of them have really, really good magnitude, meaning there's a lot of room. Now, this one to the upside is not that great on CAT. So CAT's not one that I would normally put on here, but it has a double inside bar. So I'm placing it. The spread between the bid and the ask on CAT is usually far apart, so I don't play these. But it is a double inside bar setup, so I want you guys to be aware of it. Datadog, D-Dog, 3-1 setup. And this is what I mean by magnitude. We've got really good range here, guys. To the bottom side, like there's a $5 move here, and there's a $1.30 move to the upside here. So good range on the trigger to the first target. And that's what I like to see, a little meat on the bones when we're looking at those setups. DraftKings, something I like to play quite often, 3-1 setup. The inside bar has a shooter candle on it, calls at 13.55, puts at 13.15. And the one thing I do want to mention on a lot of these play, guys, like you see it's all green here, but this first candle represents this day and this week. So if we trigger to the downside, we'll have full time frame continuity to the downside. If we trigger to the upside, well, then we have our day, our week, and our hourly, which is what I expect out of this stuff and what I need in order to make my trade. Double inside bar on Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree is another one that I don't normally play. But it has this double inside bar. Sorry about that, guys. It has this double inside bar. We've got full time frame continuity to the downside. The spread between the bid and the ask, again, on Dollar Tree is probably going to be far apart. So we can look for puts at 136.77, calls at 138.59 on Dollar Tree. Etsy has an inside bar as well. So calls on Etsy at 98.81, puts at 94.36. And again, guys, if you missed it, I am doing a draw this week. So we'll take it till Friday. But make sure you wait till the end. I'm going to give you the details, okay? Inside bar on Lucid, shooter candle. So 2 actionable signals on this one. We can look for puts at 12.34. We'll mark the first target there. And again, good magnitude on these plays. And we can also look for calls at 12.92 on Lucid. NVAX, again, not one that I normally set up, but it's got a double inside bar. So calls at 20.88, puts at 19.73. NVIDIA, inside bar, so calls at 119.48, puts at 115.17. Inside bar on Peloton, so calls on this one at 7.96, puts at 7.36. SE, that's C Limited, inside bar preceded by an outside bar, so a 3-1 setup. We've got calls at 55.33, puts at 52.19, and again, with SE, you notice here we're at the bottom of a broadening formation. So lower lows, you see those 2 circles, lower lows to lower lows, and we've come back through and tagged it. And if we go look to the top side, where is that top of the broadening formation? There it is. Higher highs to higher highs, okay? You want to know how to draw broadening formations? I've got a video on that. Go check out the playlist, okay? It'll help you out. If you're new, I wouldn't suggest it. If you're a little more advanced into the strat, go check it out. Double inside bar on SLB. So calls at 43.41, puts at 42.21. You guys are going to have lots to pick from tomorrow, I tell you. So watch, set your alerts up, and get ready to trade. Calls at 1088 on snap, puts at 1027 on this inside bar. We can call that a shooter candle on snap. We also have the 2 pink lines telling me there's an inside bar still waiting to break out on the weekly. SoFi, inside bar preceded by an outside bar. So calls at 510, puts at 485 on SoFi. Space has an inside bar, calls at 483, puts at 470. Tesla 3-1 setup. We can look for calls on Tesla at 221.86, puts at 209.45. Then we've got Upstart has the double inside bar. Again, they're everywhere, guys. It's going to be an interesting day again. So puts at 22.95, calls at 24.42. Walmart has a inside bar shooter candle. We'll look for puts at 130.59, calls at 132.83, and we have an inside bar on the week still. 2 pink lines, and we're looking for a breakout of that weekly, so we'll see if that happens tomorrow. Probably not, but you never know. Okay, guys, the giveaway that I'm going to do this week, okay? So I'm going to give you guys till Friday. I need you to comment on the video, on this video, or the weekly swing video. Comment and give me a thumbs up. That's it. That's all you need to do. Put a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. You'll be entered into the draw. Whether you do it on this video, the weekly swing video that I did, either one, you're going to be entered into the draw. And I'm going to give a free 1-month membership out to the within the Discord. Okay, so you get a free membership. That means you get access to the indicator. It means you get a one-on-one with myself, access to the live trading bots, the top 5 every day, ad-free watch lists, okay? Bunch of other stuff. You guys will get free access to that for 1 month. And if you're already in it and you win, then I'm just going to give you an extra month for free. And I won't be picking it. I'm going to get my daughter to pick it, so there's no bias. Because I know most of the people who follow me, I see your names all the time, and I don't want it to be biased. I want my daughter to pick them out. So that's what's going to happen. Good luck trading on Tuesday, guys. At the end of the video, there's on the bottom right a watch list, a playlist for you guys to learn even more about this strategy. The top right gives you a video on how to play SPY every single day on the 30-minute chart. Beyonce's at the end of the video. She'll point you in the right direction. Good luck trading on Tuesday, guys. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and gals, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.